This is, this is a question that I think goes to sort of succession and exit planning. And, the reality is that most small business owners don't have succession plans. I wrote a blog about baby boomer succession, and less than 60% of more than 60% of baby boomers lack a succession plan in their business. And so what we see in partnership situations tends to be, we ask the question, what's the situation? What's the story? Right? To kind of get some context, because there's always a story. And so I'd say the most common situations we see are older, younger partners. There might be a couple decade gap between the two partners. And again, I'm dealing in a situation like this in Phoenix where, one of the partners is 15 years older and he's ready to retire. And the younger partner would like to stay in, and they're trying to figure out, how do we make this happen? Another pretty common one, I don't think traditionally this is thought of as in terms of partners, but we kind of look at families as partners often too. We see a lot of first and second generation businesses where you've got a father-son team, a mom and a son, a mom and a daughter working together. That's a form of partnership. And again, that can often get to this older, younger kind of situation. We're working on a transaction in a manufacturing business in Texas right now, which is exactly that. And so that's a pretty common one. We also see in the context of families, we see siblings a lot, two siblings in a business, one wants to exit, the other wants to stay in. And then we get into like multiple generation situations. We've done everything from sort of second generation to sixth generation. And, once you get past the third generation, you start to get cousins in a business, that can start to get the complexity that can start to become, a lot. But again, that's just another family businesses to me are another form of partnerships. And how do you address the varying needs of all these different generations? Another common one would be sort of an active, inactive situation where you've got an active partner in the business running it day to day, and they have an inactive partner. I'm working on a transaction right now with a company that has a founder in it who's running a business, and he's got an inactive partner who had been in the business previously, but now is not. And, he would like to buy out his inactive partner. So that's one that we see a lot. Another version of that, although somewhat different, is sort of a contributing partner and a non-contributing partner, but still active, right? And that can be stressful. I'm working on with a group that actually has 5 partners in it. And 2 of the partners really are running the business, and 3 are in the business, but not contributing at a level that the other 2 partners would like them to be, because again, there's an age divide, some other issues there, but that's the situation that we see a lot. And then the last one is situations where you have partners that are seeking growth and partners who are happy with the situation the business is in. You could say that some of those partners are more risk seeking and some are more risk averse. We bought a company probably a decade ago that was exactly that. There was partners in the business who had growth ideas, wanted to pursue them. There were partners in the business that were really happy with how things were going and the cash flow the business was producing, and kind of didn't want to take on any risk. And neither of those situations are right or wrong. They just tend to be, different goals for different people. And so that's another pretty common situation that we encounter with partnerships.